Uh, I'm gonna read this. Sometimes people ask me, what is the most important, sloka in the Bhagavad Gita, okay? Actually, all of them, 700 sloka are important because they were spoken for Krishna. So, we cannot say this is better than it. They are all good, and every sloka have a teaching. Okay, so and Bhagavad Gita have a quality, okay? When you open any page, it's like you never read it. It's brand new. So this knowledge is always fresh, okay? And it's inspiring knowledge, okay? Because you open that and you read that and seems to be you never read it, okay? But I'm gonna read one sloka that I like, okay? It's in the chapter 7, of Bhagavad Gita, as it is by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaja Srila Prabhupada. Okay, sloka is in the chapter 7, text number 14. And this is said, Daivihi Shaunamai Mamam Maya Durataya, Manevanche Prapayante Mayanetan Tarantite. Yeah, thank you. So Krishna tell Arjuna, okay, this is my divine energy, okay, that consisting of the three modes of material nature is difficult to overcome, but those who have surrendered unto me can easily cross beyond it. This is the purport for His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. It said that the Supreme Personality of Godhead has innumerable energies. I'm sorry for my English, okay? If you don't understand, tell me, and I'm trying to explain or repeat to you, okay? Okay, and they said that I have innumerable energies, okay? And all these energies are divine. Although living entities are part of his energies and are therefore divine, due to contact with material energy, the original superior power is covered. Being thus covered by material energy, one cannot possibly overcome its influence. As previously stated, both the material and spiritual nature, being emanation from the Supreme Personality of Godhead, are eternal. The living entities belong to the eternal superior nature of the Lord. But due to the contamination by the inferior nature, matter, this illusion is also eternal. The conditioned soul is therefore called Nitya Bada, or eternally conditioned. No one can trace out the history of his becoming conditioned at a certain date in material history. Consequently, his release from the clutches of material nature is very difficult, even though the material nature is an inferior energy, because material energy is ultimately conducted by the supreme will, which the living entity cannot overcome. Inferior material nature is defined herein as divine nature due to its divine connection and movement by the divine will. Being conducted by divine will, material nature, although inferior, acts so wonderfully in the construction and destruction of the cosmic manifestation. The Vedas confirm this as follows: Mayam tu prakitim vidyam mayanam tu maheshvaram. Although Maya illusion is false and temporary, the background of Maya is the supreme magician, the personality of Godhead, who is Maheshvara, the supreme controller. Another meaning of guna is rope. It is to be understood that the conditioned soul is tightly tied by the rope of illusion. A man bound by the hands and feet cannot free himself. He must be held by a person who is unbound. Because the bound cannot help the bound, the rescuer must be liberated. Therefore, only Lord Krishna and his bona fide representative, the spiritual master guide, can release the conditioned soul. Without such superior help, one cannot be freed from the bondage of material nature. Devotional service of Krishna consciousness can help one gain such release. Krishna, being the Lord of illusory energy, can order this insurmountable energy to release the conditional soul. He orders his release out of his causeless mercy on the surrendered soul and out of his paternal affection for the living entity. who is originally a beloved son of the Lord. Therefore, surrender unto the lotus feet of the Lord is the only means to get free from the clutches of the intrinsic material nature. The words man eva are also significant. Man means unto Krishna, Vishnu only, and not Brahma or Shiva. Although Brahma and Shiva are greatly elevated and are most of the level of Vishnu, it is not possible for such incarnation of Rajaguna, passion, or Tamaguna, ignorance, to release the conditional soul from the clutches of Maya. In other words, both Brahma and Shiva are also under the influence of Maya. Only Vishnu is the master of Maya. Therefore, he can alone give release to the conditioned soul. The Vedas confirm this is in the phrase Tvaneva Vidya or freedom is possible only by the understanding Krishna. Even Lord Shiva affirmed that liberation can be achieved only by the mercy of Vishnu. Lord Shiva said, Muktik pradata sarvesham Vishnu eva na sanchaya. There is no doubt that Vishnu is the deliverer of liberation from everyone. Okay, and Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Okay. In this sloka, we can divide this sloka in two parts, okay? The first, all of them are a statement from Krishna, okay? And the first part say, Daivihi means, Daivi is my divine, okay? Divine, the dictionary say divine is something to relate it to God. Okay, they don't know much. Okay, so because these material people, they don't have this vision, spiritual vision. So they understand that divine is just something that is related to God. Okay, but if we have this divine vision, okay, if we have this spiritual vision, we can understand what is divine. If divine is everything is related to God, to Krishna, okay? And this is energy, this is internal energy, okay? And it's composed by the three modes, okay? These modes are sattva, rasha, and guna, okay? Goodness, passion, and ignorance, okay? But how this, the spiritual world, the spiritual living entity, how we are affected by this, okay? What is the mechanic of this, okay? And there is a mechanic, okay, when the spiritual soul comes to this in contact with the material energy, okay? A long time ago, we were in the spiritual world, a servant of Krishna, okay? But there is one point, the living entity, okay? They don't want to serve anymore. They don't want to be servant, okay? They want to be served. I want to be in that throne. I want to be Krishna. I want to be served, okay? And then become envy for the Supreme Personality of Godhead, In the chapter 9, Krishna said to Arjuna, because you are not envy of me, I'm going to tell you, the more confidential knowledge. So that is very important, okay? Because this, our spiritual illness is this envy we have. We want to be the center of everything, okay? If you think, be honest, we think we want to be the center of everything, okay? We want to, be everybody surrender to us, wife, husband, children, employees, you want to be the center, okay? And that is the reason because we are in this material world, okay? Because we want to be served. We don't want to be any more servants of Krishna. We don't want to serve. We want to be served, okay? And this is the main reason because we are in this material world. So according to Kapila, okay, Kapila Muni, this creation, material creation, have two principles, okay? One principle is Prakriti. What is the material nature? Okay, Prakriti is, how Krishna said right here, is made for these three moods, okay? Sattva, Raja, and Guna, okay? And Prakriti is balance, okay? Is balance. But this is one principle, okay? It's balance and it's in manifest. Prakriti doesn't manifest for itself. It's in balance. So when the other principle, you know, what is consciousness, is in contact with Prakriti, and then Prakriti, the natural, the material nature manifest. Okay, in what way manifest? Okay, manifest in 23 different ways. Okay, the first one is ahankara, ego. Okay, ego have the quality, you know, to make, you know, the living entity to identify with the body is assigned by karma. Okay, so if we are a human body, we identify with this body. If we have a lion body, you know, we identify with this lion body. Okay, this is the work of ahankara. Okay, just make identify ourselves with the body, you know, we are assigned. The second one is buddhi, you know, of consciousness. Okay, is intelligent. Okay, so when we get this particular body, we get the intelligence related to that body. Okay, so we can see this in the animal kingdom. Okay, how lions, you know, hunt. Okay, and they communicate. Okay, we don't understand that, but still, you know, animals communicate between them. So they have this intelligence to create, you know, a trap, you know, to get and they work together. Okay, that's the kind of intelligence, and human beings have this kind of intelligence, you know. So we that's body, and then, you know, we have the mind. Mana is the third element. Mana is the mind. Okay, this mana could be our best friend or could be our worst enemy. Okay, and it's part of the universal, the cosmic mind. It's not like we have an individual mind, you know. Everything in this creation is connected, okay? There is, in the Rig Veda, there is a description, okay? They call the person of Indra. And that means that every particle in this universe is related to the other ones. It's not just, you know, related to the one attaching each other, no? It's like if you get a pool, okay, full of little pebbles, okay? The one is in that bottom corner in the left side is connected to the one is on the top of that. Okay, so there is a connect on a kasha. Okay, the kasha is the whole, you know, system, you know, there is in the universe. So everything is connected. So after that, you know, when the living entity is in contact with this prakriti, and there are tattvas, okay, that I named the three first tattva, the most important. Tattva means realities, okay, that's create a realm. And then, you know, the five senses are created, okay. And then after that, you know, the tools for those senses are created. And then after that, the subtle, you know, elements are created. And after that, the five gross elements are created. Okay, those 23 tattvas is what create, you know, our illusion. Okay, that's involved, you know, the living entity, and create our realm, create our reality. Our reality actually is an illusion. Okay, illusion. Maya means, you know, that we think something that is a fact when actually it's not a fact. Okay, so basically it's what happened. Okay, we are trapped in this material energy, and because it's Krishna, everything is divine energy, we can never, Krishna explained right here in the first part of this sloka, to say it's impossible to get out from here by material meanings. Okay, impossible. You know, we can, even if we create, you know, a spaceship, you know, travel faster than the speed of light, okay? And we reach, you know, the border of this universe. When we cross it, you know, we go to another universe. They said, you know, when you, you know, go to the end of the infinite, okay? When you cross that line, you get another infinite. So, and this is infinite. It's never, you know, you never get out, okay? It's like a jail, okay? Actually, it's a jail. It's a perfect jail. You know, we are trapped right here, and there is no way that we cannot get out from this material world. You know, we are trapped right here, really, really trapped. Okay. So this is the first statement that Krishna said in this sloka. Okay, that there is no way that we can get, you know, out of this material world. Impossible. Okay. And then in the second one, he said, Mayane tantarantite. He said, Manevanshe mayane tantarantite. Man means to me, Evan, those people, okay, who surrender to me. Mayane tantarantite. Mayane tantarantite. They can cross this ocean of suffering, you know, very easily. So on one point, you know, Krishna makes very clear, okay, that it's impossible to get out from this material world. But after that, he said, hey, but I'm going to tell you a secret. If you surrender to me, and then this is the key, you can get out from this material world. Okay, what is surrender? Okay, we have to understand what is surrender, okay? In the past, surrender is something that is really, you know, in the material world is really bad. Isn't it? Nobody wants to surrender to anybody or to anything. That's a fact, okay? When you say surrender, it's like you get the white flag, you know, and surrender to a higher power, okay? Nobody wants to surrender, but this is in material world. In the spiritual world, the best thing that you can do is surrender to Krishna. That's the secret, that's the key, that you surrender, okay? Krishna, you know, to get the mercy of Krishna, okay, when Krishna was in the planet, you have to surrender 100%. Okay? Krishna, you know, Krishna is very strict, okay? You have to surrender, you know, real surrender. You have to give up everything and surrender 100% to Krishna. That's what Krishna requires, okay? Even, you know, he said, you know, this, if you offer to me, you know, a leaf, water, you know, I'm going to accept it. So he's telling us what he wants to be offered. Okay, he doesn't say, you know, give me a goat or no, he said specifically, you know, this is what I want you, you know, to offer me. Okay. But next week is going to be 537 years that Krishna show up in this planet as Lord Chaitanya. The more merciful is manifestation of Krishna. Okay. And he came in the mood, you know, of Radharani, okay, the mood of devotion, to show how you have to relate to Krishna. Okay. The key word in this relationship is love. Okay. Krishna has everything. Krishna is complete. Even if you give, you know, a planet made, you know, 24K, you know, gold to him, he doesn't care, because it belongs to him. Everything belongs to him. But if you give a little drop of love, he feels attracted to that. Okay, he said, oh, why, you know, this, you know, Radharani loved me so much. And he's confused, you know, he explained that in the Chaitanya Charitamrita. He doesn't understand that love, okay, and he's attracted to that. And if you get this little drop of God, love for him, okay, Krishna is gonna give you everything. Okay, in the spiritual sky, okay, still there is free will. So that's the reason, because we choose, okay, we don't want to serve anymore. And before that, you know, before we came to this material world, Krishna himself talk to the living entity and give the chance, to stay in the spiritual sky. But the living entity, when you are sick, okay, and then, you decide to come right here. But what Krishna appears, 500 years ago as Lord Mahaprabhu, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, is to teach us how we have to relate with him. Okay, how is the vehicle, that is gonna take you back, home, okay, to our position as servants. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came here to spread this mood for everybody. So we are very lucky. Really, we are very lucky. We are in the time that is really, really auspicious, because Lord Chaitanya came only, one time, in the day of Brahma. And the day of Brahma is 8,400,000 years of human perception. That's a day. Plus the night is another 8,400,000 years. So one day of Brahma is 60,800,000 years. Okay, that we won't see Krishna or Lord Chaitanya again. So we are lucky now be at this time. So we have to take the opportunity of that. Okay. We have to, we have this, right now we have gold in our hands. Okay, we have a knowledge that nobody can understand. So there is a reason because all of us are here right now. It's not just a casual thing, okay, we don't have anything to do, so we come here. No, there is a reason, okay? Doesn't mean we are special, but we are lucky. So we have to take this opportunity. We have to work on it. We have to take advantage of this, okay? We have to, and Srila Prabhupada was a very special living entity, okay? He came to help Lord Chaitanya in this movement, as Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati, as Bhaktivinoda Thakur. They are associate of Krishna, to came to this planet, okay, to help living entities to recover, the memory, okay, who we are, okay, and come back home. And they are giving us all the tools, to do it. But because we are contaminated, so contaminated with this material energy, that we don't have memories. Okay, so immediately we're gonna live from here. We're gonna forget everything. We are gonna be engaged again, in our daily activities. Okay, but we have to fight against that. Okay, we have to fight. And then Srila Prabhupada told one time, in the inner circle, that he remembered, when he was with Krishna, and Krishna called him and said, you have to go, to the earth, and preach over there. And Srila Prabhupada didn't want to come. Okay, Radharani said the same, Radharani said, I don't want to go, I don't want to go and see all these people right there, I only have eyes for you. Is what, Radharani told to Krishna. Krishna said, okay, you have to come. And she said, okay, but at the first thing I go, but the first things, that I want to see is your face. So that's the reason, because Srimati Radharani, was born blind. She didn't open the eyes. So, and then Nanda Maharaj took Krishna to visit, Radharani's parents, and see Radharani for the first time. So when Radharani, heard Krishna's voice, okay, she opened the eyes, and the first thing she saw was Krishna. This is a relation, it's a love relationship, okay? So this is the key in this is love, develop love for Krishna. Understand who we are, understand who Krishna is, and understand this message. Okay, this message is, it's very important to understand, what Lord Chaitanya came to teach us. It's really, really important, and we have to try. We have to try. Okay. Srila Prabhupada, when he went to Boston the first time, after the trip, he came from India. And the captain and his wife, took Srila Prabhupada to walk, in downtown Boston. And Srila Prabhupada saw that, he was really, really disturbed. How I gonna preach to these people? How how they are gonna listen about this, when they are, just, soaked, in this material world. Okay, how? Well, he say, okay, I gonna try, Krishna. Just I gonna try, and from that I gonna try. All this movement was created. So we have to try. We have to try. Okay, we have to, we have to, follow these instructions. What Prabhupada come and tell us. Okay, and give this magnificent, philosophy. So we don't have to, we have to fight with this, because Maya, when we become devotees, Maya declare war to us. Okay, Maya won't let us, to, become devotees. It's always gonna put in obstacles. It's always giving trouble. It's always create illusion for that. But, we have the remedy. We have the medicine for that. Okay. The medicine is chant 16 rounds a day. Follow the 4 principles, and the diet is prashadam. That's the diet. It's perfect. We have the medicine, we have the diet, okay, and read. Read is extremely important. Prabhupada said one time, that I see, if you are, you have problems, okay, and you have obstacles, just read my books, follow my instructions. Chant 16 rounds a day. Okay? I know sometimes it's hard, we have to work, but we have to be consciousness about, what is good for us. All of us, are gonna die. That is that when you are born, means that you are gonna die. So we know we are gonna die. We don't know when we are gonna die, but we are gonna die. That's a fact. And if we don't take the opportunity right now, okay, because we have the medicine. We have to take that medicine. We have to follow the diet, because that's what Krishna said. Just offer me, this water, a leaf, a flower, and I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna accept it. Okay. So that's what we have to do. Okay. And then we have to be very serious about it. Very serious. Read. Okay. Chant your rounds. Okay. They have to be a habit. We have become a habit. Not something, I know sometimes it's so hard, to chant 16 rounds, okay? But it's like we are like a child, okay? When I'm trying to give Benadryl, to my son, they want to take it, they cry. And we are doing the same. We are little child, and we don't want to take the, because what? Because we are ignorant, okay? We don't know what is good for us. But Srila Prabhupada came to here to tell us what is good for us. Okay, and give all the tools. Okay, so it's after us to follow or not follow. That's the free will we have. Okay, actually, they said the only free will we have is to accept Krishna or do not accept it. That's the only free will we have. Okay, there is not another free will. So people, go in front of Krishna and say, "Oh, Krishna, I'm so poor, please give me some fortune. And when I get some money, I'm gonna build a temple for you." And this is not what you come and ask Krishna. You have to ask Krishna for mercy. Please give me the mercy. Make me to understand, okay, your words, okay? Please help me. Please help me, okay? And we don't have to ask nothing for Krishna, because we know, it's people thinking, one time somebody told me, he said, "Oh, I was praying to Krishna when I have a problem, and Krishna, Krishna didn't do anything, didn't solve any problem, okay? So what kind of God is that? So what kind of person are you? What do you do for Krishna? It's not what Krishna can do for us, it's what we can do for Krishna. Okay? You have to develop that mentality. Okay, and eventually Krishna is going to reveal to you. He said, if you give a step toward me, I'm going to give 100 steps toward you. That's what Krishna said. So we have to be smart, okay? Smart, spiritually smart. Smart, materially smart. Everybody can be materially smart, okay? And even though, people they think they are smart because they have knowledge, this is not to be smart, because it's still, you are immersed in this enjoyment, okay? Everybody's enjoyment. This life, is made to be enjoyed, and I'm going to enjoy. I don't care, who came from this, this is crazy, why you say that? Who came from, you are so negative, and we are right here, to enjoy. But they don't know what real enjoyment is, okay? Real enjoyment is to be related, okay, to Krishna, to be with Krishna, to serve Krishna. Okay, that's what is important. The other things, they are just secondary. It doesn't have any real value. Okay, because when we are gonna die, we are gonna die right now, and people say, hey, I'm gonna die. So they give an example. Okay, one day I was I had to give a class in New Orleans. That was years ago, and I didn't know, what topic I was going to talk about it. Okay? So there was like 300-400 people over there, okay, for the Sunday feast. And I got this, I'm sorry. And then I went to every one of them, one by one, and said, if you have the opportunity, okay, to choose what body are you going to get in the next life, what are you going to be? I got the most amazing answers, okay? A giraffe, a turtle, a dog. Why you want to be a dog? Because, you don't do anything. You just lay down right there and your owner is going to give you food, okay? And other people say, I want to be, some people say, hippopotamus, I'm like, I say, it was amazing, okay? Nobody from those 300 people said something, smart, okay? They want to be, a dog, a cat, giraffe, a bat. Somebody told me I want to be a bat, okay? How you want to be a bat, okay? Why? What is the criterion of that, okay? So that's what happened, okay? People, they don't have this knowledge. So we are really, really fortunate, to have this knowledge, okay? So we have to take advantage of this. Okay? We all have to work, all have, we all have, some commitment to do, we have responsibilities. Okay, doesn't matter. But listen this, okay? One day have 1,444 minutes. Okay? If you spend 200 minutes, okay, what is that? It's 200 minutes. What is a lot? Okay, in chanting that, still you have 1,244 minutes for yourself. Okay, but we never have time. We never have time for trance. We never have time, to read. We are so busy, that we have to understand in what position we are. Okay, and say, Maya is trying to trick me with this. So I'm going to fight against Maya, and I'm going to chant my round. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay? And if we do that, okay, and we get, control of ourselves, okay, we are going to advance. But we have to think about it, okay? We have to understand what is good for us, okay? Money, taka. Okay, I hear sometimes, say, taka. Okay, I know everybody like taka. I like taka. Okay, But that have to be the goal. The goal has to be, to get this liberation from this material world. Because nobody knows. Maybe, we have this opportunity in this human body just one time every 100,000 times. Okay? Nobody is going to assure us what kind of body we are going to have in the next life. Maybe we're going to be a cockroach by karma. Okay? And then you have this one opportunity, okay, every 100,000 life. So we have to grab this, it's like a ball of gold, okay, and shine it every day. Shine this knowledge, okay, shine it. We have gold in our hands, and we don't see it because we see other things. Okay? But we have this is so incredible. Okay, we have this opportunity to be devotees, to know Krishna. Nobody knows Krishna. People think, Krishna, why Krishna is blue? Krishna is not blue. Okay, and the reason because Krishna is representing blue in the books and the painting is because according to the Hindu art, okay, blue means, divinity. That's the only reason because, they paint Krishna blue, because it's an artistic, okay, expression. Okay, how are you going to show somebody is divine? Christianity, they make a halo around the head. That means, these people is divine. So in the Hindu, art, blue means it's a divine color of people who is, elevated. Okay, and then they painting in blue. So that's the understanding. How you follow, this blue God. Christianity, suppose Christianity, they don't have in the whole philosophy, the whole Christian philosophy, there is no description about God. Even Jesus said, this is, I won't tell you about my Father's kingdom because you won't understand it. Okay, but we have the chance to understand that. Okay, people think, God is an old guy, sit right there in some cloud, with a throne, and he's so old, and they have a white beard. Okay, they don't have any, clue about, how God it is. And some philosophers, they just contaminate minds saying, Krishna, God died. God died a long time ago. There is no God. People think that, there is no God. Or God is an old guy, but it's not. Krishna is young, eternally young. Sachitananda. Okay? He's young, eternally young. And he didn't die. He's alive. And he's going to be alive because all this is Krishna. So people don't understand that. And we have the chance, to get this transcendental knowledge. It's not material knowledge. It's transcendental knowledge. Okay. Now, I feel like 50 years ago, they start with the quantum philosophy. Quantum philosophy is Sankhya philosophy. Okay. There is a Sankhya philosophy made, by Kapila Muni. Okay. And there is another Sankhya philosophy they created like 700 years ago or 800 years ago. And the ultimate goal from that philosophy is like, when they reach, the top of that philosophy, they are going to realize God. Because there is not another explanation. And that's what it's doing right now, This quantum philosophy is the mechanic of the universe, but without Krishna. And people believe that. Some people say, oh, you are vegan. Oh, this new thing. No, vegan is nothing new. Vegetarian is nothing new. They came, in the time of Jesus, people were vegetarian. The earliest, Jewish people, they were vegetarians. Okay, we do healing touch. Okay, and other people they do Reiki. They say, oh, this new thing. It's not new thing. They are historical, events. When people, cure. Jesus cured, people with healing touch or whatever he was. Okay? This is not new. So people think, this is all this start, you know, and the hippie time, you know, in the 60s, okay, that's well, you know, this knowledge is Satana knowledge, okay? When Brahma create this, you know, universe, Brahma create this universe, Krishna told him to put this Sanatana Dharma, give us the opportunity, okay, to come back home. And this creation is a creation of love. This material world is a creation of love. Okay, because Krishna wants us to come back home, and then, you know, he gave us all these tools, okay, to come back home. One time Krishna was playing with the gopis, you know, and his friends, you know, in Vrindavan, and suddenly he ran away. Nobody can follow him because Krishna, you know, runs really, really fast. So he went to an open sphere, and you know, some spiritual living entity, you know, just popped in the spiritual world. And Krishna was there to greet him. I don't remember the name, I think it was Nakula, and said, "Welcome home, Nakula." And then Nakula said, "Oh, Krishna, you remember me?" And say, "Yeah, I always remember you. You forget me." So Krishna knows that. Krishna knows us. He's waiting for us. Okay? He's waiting for us to come back home. Okay? And this is a proof of love, because, you know, he can make like that and make us disappear forever. So he wants us, you know, to come back home, to go with him, okay, to our, you know, to our institutional condition, okay? What is a servant of God? It's what we are, servant of God, you know, that we're trying to enjoy. So we have to come back, okay, to our home. We have to come back to the spiritual world. And we have to work really, really hard for that. Okay, we have to work, we have to read more, we have to chant, you know, 16 rounds a day. We have to do that because this is the medicine. Okay, we don't have to just, you know, we have to take that medicine. Okay, if you suffer from cancer, you know, or you have, you know, some diabetic like I do, and then I have to take, you know, pills every day. This is the same. Every day you have to chant to 16 rounds because that is the medicine for us. Okay, and then that way, you know, Krishna is going to reveal us in that way. Okay, and everything, you know, is about love. Love is the key. Love to Krishna. Okay, develop love to Krishna. Develop a relationship with Krishna. Develop, you know, everybody has a relationship with Krishna. Okay, and Krishna is a person. Krishna is not, you know, energy. Some people think, you know, oh, Krishna is energy. You know, it's a, you know, and they, oh, this is, and then, you know, Krishna is a manifestation of this energy, and that's just crazy. To say that is the same to say, you know, oh, the generator, you know, is a manifestation of electricity. Doesn't make any sense. Okay. So one time, you know, Krishna always have, you know, this walk away, you know, and trying to be hidden, you know, with Radharani. Okay. So one day they plan to meet each other in Govardhan Hill. Okay, at night. Krishna, you know, said, we're gonna meet Radharani at night, you know, and the Govardhan Hill. And and then they split. And when was the time to meet? Okay, they didn't fix when they're going to meet. Okay, so Radharani went to the east side and Krishna went to the west side. Okay, and he said, where is Krishna? Radharani said, where is Krishna? And Krishna said, where is Radharani? Okay. And then Krishna said, Radha, Radha, you know, Radha. And Radharani started to yell, Krishna, Krishna, okay? And they said, Radha, Radha, Krishna, Krishna, Radha, Radha, start to yell each other. And then Krishna said, oh, you know, if I call Radharani, maybe their parents are going to listen, okay? And they're going to come and pick her up and they will meet. So what are you going to say? Okay, I'm going to call another name from Radha is Hare. And then they start, Hare, Hare. And Radha was Krishna, Krishna. And Krishna was Hare, Hare. Okay? And then Radha said, oh, if I call Krishna, the gopis are going to listen to it. Okay? And then I'm going to come. And then, you know, you say, I want to be alone with Krishna. Say, how, you know, how am I going to avoid that? And say, okay, another name of Krishna is Rama. Oh, you know? And then Radharani start, Rama, Rama. And Krishna say, Hare, Hare. You know, and say, Krishna, Hare, Rama, Rama, Hare, Hare. So when they meet each other, okay, when they meet each other, they were saying, Hare, Hare, Rama, Rama, Krishna, Krishna. A light came from Krishna, okay, from his head, okay, a line went from Krishna. And between Radharani and him, okay, a beautiful living entity show up, okay, beautiful, just shining, okay. And Radharani was so surprised. I said, you know, ask Krishna, you know, who is this entity? Who is here? Who is, you know, so beautiful, okay, so shining, so beautiful, okay. I can't believe, you know, how beautiful he is. And then Krishna said, his name is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, okay. And when he said that, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, you know, lift his arm and start, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So that's how the Maha Mantra was created. Okay, but love, by this emotion of love. Okay, so the Maha Mantra, you know, is a product of love of Krishna and love of Radharani. That's a nice story. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to say. Okay, all this creation, all this, you know, is about love for Krishna. And if we establish this relationship with Krishna, okay, this lovely relationship with Krishna, okay, and then, you know, our life is gonna be successful. It's the only way we can call us successful. Okay, the only way we can call that this life becomes successful is we develop love for Krishna. But it's not another way. Nothing, you know, is gonna give us, you know, that condition as successful living entities. And it's our duty, come back and help Krishna, okay? Come back home, come back to the spiritual sky, to the spiritual home, okay? We all experience, you know, happiness, isn't it? In this material world. Shall we have some moments of happiness, okay? Prabhupada says happiness is the, you know, the absence of problems, suffering. That's what we believe is happiness. Or real happiness, you know, real happiness is to be in relationship with God. That's happiness, okay? And we can feel it. It's not like because this process is scientific. This is not dogmatic. This is not sentimental. It's scientific. There is a thesis, there is a process, and there is a result. The only way to reach, you know, this result is through the process. It's not like Christianity is dogmatic, you know, you have to believe in the divine secrets, okay, something like that. So we have to really understand, okay, that this is maybe the only opportunity to have to come back home. and we have to take this seriously, really, really seriously. Not like something else, like another anartha we have, the japa is another anartha, I don't have time. We have to make time for Krishna. Okay, we have to make time for Krishna. Even if we don't understand, or even, we are keep suffering, like it says, hey, Krishna do anything for me. Doesn't matter. This is not the point, Krishna does anything for you. Your duty is to come back home. And this what that have to be our goal in life. Come back home. That's the, come back with Krishna. There is nothing else, okay? Everything is so temporary, okay? We can see that, we can see everything, if we go back in our life, you see, there are little segments, okay, of this and that, but nothing, eternal, nothing, that we can say, oh, this is, my goal, okay? So thank you very much for listening to me, okay? I really appreciate that.
Muchas gracias.
No hay por qué. Oh, yeah, question. Just you have question, doesn't have to be related to the class, okay? Just
Here in this book where it said that Vishnu has a different power than Brahma and Shiva.
well, Vishnu is Krishna, okay? And still in the same verse, they said that Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva still they are affected by Maya, and Vishnu is not. Okay, so Vishnu is the mantenedor, the sustainer. Okay.
That means Shiva and Brahma.
Yeah.
Are demigods.
Yeah, they die. They're affected. They are affected by this material world. Suppose Brahma live 100 million years, and then die. And that Brahma is a position. It's not. There is one Brahma in every universe. It's not an entity. It's not an expansion. It's a position. Okay, you've reached that position to Brahma or Shiva. Okay, but they are affected by the material nature, and they born and they die. You got it.
I'm reading in the Srimad Bhagavatam, when the trigger question she talked about how should
No, originally, there are another philosophy. They said that I will never be in the spirit. We are right here, and then we have to work to go to the spiritual. Okay. According to this philosophy, we were in the spiritual world, and because we didn't want to serve anymore, that was our free will. So I don't want to be serving anymore. I want to be served. I want to sit right there. I want to enjoy, in the way he's enjoying. Okay, and then this is not allowed. It's like a little cancer cell, in your body. Okay, you have to scoop it. Okay. So that's the reason, because we can now live in the spiritual world having this feeling. Okay. In the spiritual world, you are servant of God. And everything, the spiritual world is amazing, okay? There are, lakes of milk, there are chantamanis, there are touchstone trees, that they give you, everything is alive, okay? It's hard to understand that everything is alive. The table is alive, the shoes are alive, and all to serve Krishna, it's even in that way. Okay, but when we have this, desire, okay, we said, that envy desire, and then immediately we are I don't know exactly the mechanic, okay, how that works, okay, because it's beyond my understanding, okay. We have limitations to understand everything, okay. We just, but what it doesn't matter, okay. You have to concentrate, in your sadhana. It's the only thing you have to do. That's the only thing that important, because this Maya can create an illusion, continuously. You think you are doing the right thing, and this is an illusion. So the only thing to beat that is follow the process, okay, and you get back. Eventually you get back. There is some I read one time that you go first, you don't go straight to Krishna Loka, okay, you don't go straight. There is some steps, okay. So you have to go gradually. It's not like we are gonna jump, because we don't have that quality, okay. You have to follow a lot of requirements to get into the in Krishna Loka, okay. So that's the reason, because we have to just doing it, think without thinking, just Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, every day, and read, okay. And something happened to you, take shelter in Krishna. Open a book, look for a spiritual answer, okay. Don't look for a spiritual, material answers. No, look for a spiritual answer.
Thank you so much for the
No, thank you. Thank you for inviting me. Thank you for
the great understanding and your understanding will solve me process. I want to say it. Also,
Yeah.
like dog, they don't understand it. Some people still want to be a dog, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is what I'm doing.
It's simple life.
If voice because I will change body of life is a door of going to the back to the important if you get not serious, yes, then you can chant at least. Very simple process because we are segregated. No, we don't have any qualification. There are ways for our material, contamination. That are even the simple process. Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Hare.
chant and now do it. I say the responsibility to chant, then I go. So thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
So please come.
And,
and
one
give
more
some
thing,
message and we'll go.
And the human body is the top of the bodies. Okay, we think that demigods are superior. No, demigods they have so much enjoyment like that. Okay, that they don't want to they don't want to be follow this process. Okay, and in the lower planets, you are a demon, and you have too much enjoyment as well that you don't want to. So the human form is the top of the body you can get, in this universe. So from this body, we can jump into the spiritual, not from another, not from demigod bodies, not for demon body, just from the human body. Human body is the top of the bodies. Okay? From this, is like a diving board. Okay, we can jump into the spiritual, no another body. So that we have to take advantage of that. Understand that this is the only chance we have. The only chance. Okay, don't miss it. Don't just work hard. Okay, and then you are gonna be rewarded. Haribol, Haribol. Thank you very much. No, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
And Prabhupada always mentioning, don't take any chance. Think this is your last birth.
Yeah.
Everybody is so merciful with this message all over the world. And by Prabhupada's grace, we are here. And thank you so much, all the devotees who are joining in the Zoom and in person. By your support, we are running this program. And anybody close by, so please stop by to get prasadam. We made enough prasad for everybody. So still you can do arati. If anybody busy, so you can leave, but still please come for prasadam. Hare Krishna.